Oh, man. Oh, here it goes. Oh. Right off of the bat. Right off of the bat, it's showing you the dangers of speeding. I like this so far. Look at that. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what happens when you speed. You careen off of a cliff and catch on fire. Remember that, kids. It happens all the time. I don't like that. What are these guys doing? I don't know those people. They must not have been very good. I've never heard of them before. Now, are those racy cars? Or those regular cars? Or did people just back then just drive those cars all the time? Or are those fancy cars? It's hard for me to tell. Oh, Roger Corman. Yeah, he came up with all kinds of stories. I remember that guy. He was the core man. That's where he got the name from. Oh, that guy. Oh, is he taking the shortcut? Or is he just a terrible driver? What is that guy doing? That's awful. So I don't know. First of all, this looks just like it's on the open road, which I do not approve of. Now, a lot of people think that I'm against racing of all sorts, but that's not true. I got no problem with the NASCARs and things, but when you start getting out on the streets, you're stepping into sock cops' world. And that's when the tickets come to get you. So I'm not sure. This may be a closed race, like some sort of Grand Prix. I'm not sure. It's all reserved judgment. I'm sure they're going to explain it here shortly. Oh, that's a catchy music, though. I like that. That's some good driving at reasonable speed music. Oh, we got to look at that. I don't see no seatbelt. But other than that, 10 and 2, everything's good so far at the Saddle Peak Lodge. What goes on at the Saddle Peak Lodge?
I like it. Pretty fancy driver. You eat lunch in here? I plan to. Swell, so am I.
Man, get away from a fat guy. What are you doing?
Do I know you? You don't have to be introduced formally. No, but I prefer.
What is this guy doing?
Okay, lady.
He just hangs out around like deserted, like lunch places and just waits for ladies in cool cars to show up so he can be like, hey, what's going on? I'm a fat guy. You want to eat lunch? Because I like lunch. I like 7 lunches a day. Let's go eat 1 or 2.
What do the folks, as if the taxes aren't high enough already. Coffee and a hamburger.
You got to have a waitress complaining about taxes.
Well, I might have to look for the juice. Won't you have, I'll wait. That what you run that jalopy on? Pineapple juice?
That what you run your jalopy on? Pineapple juice? I do not like this fat guy. I don't like it. Who does he think he is? Just some big fat guy talking about pineapple juice. I don't even know what they're talking about now. This fat guy just got me all upset. Him just coming on to this lady like that, like out of nowhere. Now, poor girl. Look, she's mixing it up in a bowl right in front of him like that. This is like old-timey hibachi.
I'm telling you, honey, it ain't safe on the road these days.
Yeah, you got that right. Ain't safe on them roads. You gotta be careful.
This cop, they call Webster, drove a truck right off the road.
What?
Murder, that's what it is. You could say that again.
Murder, that's what it is.
Come up that way?
A buddy of mine told me about it.
Oh, man.
Got him, let him go again.
They won't get away from us.
You and who else?
Oh, no, is the fat guy the cop?
Highways watching.
They're gonna have to make me root for the fat guy? Oh, my goodness gracious.
Won't even have time to think about getting away.
What do you mean?
Oh, I could shoot as straight as any cop.
Well, they put it on the radio.
Well, there he is, probably.
Have a picture of him.
That's probably him. Why would they show a close-up of him right now if that's not him? Go get him.
I talk to people
He's
all
wearing a
the
leather
time,
jacket.
and I get the figure
That's a
out.
sign right there.
Take my money?
Yeah.
Take my money.
This guy don't seem much interested in the case. I wonder if you could get the pineapple juice. No.
Please, would you get her some pineapple juice? She's been through enough already.
No. I didn't see your car out there.
I'm walking.
Oh, I'll give you a lift. What's your name? Bob Nielsen's mine.
Bob Nielsen.
Myers. Bill Myers.
Myers, huh? Where you from?
You ask a lot of questions, Mr. Nielsen. But
Yeah, he really does. Yeah, Mr. Nielsen asks a whole lot of questions. He's a nosy guy.
You know him? Webster?
No.
Hear about it?
How can I help?
Oh, zip up the jacket. That's the universal sign for please stop talking to me. I must leave this restaurant. Oh, oh, what?
I'd like to see your identification.
Say I wanted to.
Whoa, he pulled the gun. Whoa, whoa now. It's escalated quickly. Whoa. Did you see that technique? He was all like, I'm gonna hit you in 30 or 45 seconds. You better stay in there. And then he got took down. Well, I'll do like that, but even though I think he's a cop, this has got me all discombobulated. I feel all cattywampus because I don't know who I'm supposed to be rooting for now. Because apparently that guy was a policeman, but he was a total jerk. And then this guy's cool, but now he's carjacking the lady. The only one I like so far was the lady. And she never even got her pineapple juice. There are no winners in this. See, speeding don't pay for anybody. It's bad on society. It's bad on little diners. Bad on fat cop guys. It's no good. I'm really glad that they showed us showed them turning that curve.
Well, where is that?
I'm glad they showed him turning that curve there. Oh. 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 Well, what?
I'm ready.
What?
I'm ready. Give me the police.
Yeah, hello. This is the police.
Hello.
Hello.
Police?
Yes, this is a.
Wilma building at
Uh huh.
the Battle Peak Lodge Cafe.
Yes, I'll take line there. Yeah.
Yeah, Wilma.
Uh-huh.
W-I-L.
No, I
I want to report a murder.
A murder?
Murder.
A murder?
I can't tell you about it on the phone. Highway 74. Oh, for heaven's sake, hurry up.
We're on our way. Oh, there was the murder? Wait, oh no, he's dead, I guess. He didn't shoot him, did he? Did I miss him shooting? I thought he just punched him. Did he punch him to death? The leather jacket guy ain't messing around. He'll punch you right to death.
Police car.
Whoops, there.
One
Oh,
for them and one for you.
look at that.
You're going to see a lot of cops and lots of people.
Just a fella holding my sweetie. Nothing to see here, coppers. Look at this guy. Look at him in his little car. Oh, goodness gracious.
I like quiet women. Stay that way.
Oh, that is uncool. That is uncool. And I think he's supposed to be really cool, too. I think it's like a leather jacket, car stealing. I think all the ladies are supposed to be like, oh, look at the leather jacket guy. And maybe they were at one point. But not today, sir. Leather jacket man, you better keep your car back in the old times. Now we get to see them slowly pull up to the gas pump, take forever. Exciting. It's okay, Roger Corman. We're not buying this film by the foot or anything. You just film all you want. Film the cars driving.
Huh? You want the gas in the gas tank, don't you?
Oh, it's got a key. That's how you know it's a fancy car. Because it takes fancy gas.
Could you tell me where the ladies' room is, please?
It's over there, lady.
Thank you.
Over there, lady. I don't like this guy either. I don't like the cut of his jib. I like none of these characters. She's off to the ladies' room, which I don't even know why she has to go. She never got a pineapple juice.
Yeah.
Now he's got his. Oh man, I'm glad that they don't pump the gas anymore, because then you have to sit there and just chit chat with some jerk filling up your gas. Like that guy's like, hey, check the oil or the whatever. You have to sit there and just make conversation. Like whenever you get your hair cut, you know, you're just sitting there and you're like, do I talk to him or do I? Is it rude to just sit here and not say anything? Should I talk? And then, you know, what do you do? To say, hey, guy that's filling my gas tank, hey, would you mind doing other things for me, like checking the oil, just so I won't have to talk to you? And then he just still keeps talking. Meanwhile, she's sneaking out the window.
Headed through the traps up a dry run. Did 103 miles an hour.
Oh, that's too fast.
Oh, that's one do it in.
He had a little trouble with that thing. But we used up all the film, filming them driving slowly into the parking lot. We can't reshoot that part. So we're just going to leave it in the movie. Luckily, I keep some tires. Whoa! What kind of tires are those? They look squishy. They look pretty comfy. She should have been faster. Could have got out of there. You just gotta, if you have a kidnapping situation, you just gotta dive out the window. You can't be worried about, ooh, are these tires gonna hold up? You just, zoom! Zoom! Get out of there.
Take my old wreck and go for a spin.
You interested in racing?
Well, I just fool around
Well, I just fool around a little bit.
12 seconds.
Do a little bit of racing. No big deal. Just, you know, this is just my day job. Well, goodbye.
She does. You don't seem like the Jag type.
It don't seem like the jag. I can't understand these old-timey people talking. They're jibber-jabbering. Oh, it's the same. Now the police finally showing up to the other guy. It was never really. Was the other guy a cop? I'm not sure. Who am I asking? The movie don't talk back. Police 22. That's one of my favorite kinds of police.
We got the call only a few miles from here.
What took you so long?
Well, they looked at each. I don't like the way they looked at each other. There's a story there.
Alive, you better call an ambulance.
I was right here when he shot him.
There's no gun wound.
Well, it must have been Frank Webster.
How do you know?
So he didn't get you. Better call the ambulance.
That's who he was.
This guy, he's just full of good ideas, isn't he?
Well, she must have been. She sent me out of the back room, and when I came back, he was lying there.
Then you didn't see it.
Well, I practically did.
This is Samuels. I'm at the Saddle Peak Lodge Cafe. Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
right.
Well.
I'm gonna need an ambulance out
Mm-hmm.
here.
Well. Mm-hmm.
Not determined yet.
No. Mm-mm.
That's right.
No. Yeah, be sure to pause appropriately for the telephone so the people at home know you know, you got to pretend like you're actually talking to somebody on the phone.
You know, the kind
So I'll
of
just sit here and watch you wait for another person that we can't hear talk.
Know what kind of car they were driving?
That's just filmmaking 101 right there. You got to show the whole conversation.
No, I didn't. But that's what he called it, the one they shot. He called her car a jalopy.
You better broadcast what you can figure out.
We're looking for a, let me check my notes here, a jalopy.
I wonder if you could come down to headquarters.
Sure. I'd love to get out of this death trap. Funny thing, here I am talking to a guy who turns out to be Frank Webster. And then this dame comes in and orders pineapple juice. And I was telling her, a lady just ain't safe on the street these days.
Uh-oh.
You want a cup of coffee? Then I find him on the floor. I better put some lipstick on. They might want to take my picture, huh?
Oh my goodness,
And
look
I
at this
noticed the other
lady.
guy wasn't a bit interested
Now I
in
don't
it.
like her either.
So
I was
told
on
the
her
girl,
side when she was over there mixing in the bowl, doing whatever she was doing. But now she says that she didn't bring the lady the pineapple juice because ladies shouldn't have too many sweets. Who are you? You the pineapple juice police now? You gonna stop me? You think she's had too much sugar?
I'm running out of variations.
The woman that weighs 90 pounds, she can't have a glass of pineapple juice?
Several ideas.
That's the thing with those small town diners. You got those gatekeepers. They'll be like, no, I'm not going to bring you pineapple juice. Then what are you going to do about it? Call the cops? They're going to take an hour to get there. And then they're just going to tell you to call somebody else.
Grateful you haven't murdered me yet.
Don't tempt me.
What do you expect to get out of all this?
You in this fancy car are my passport out of this country. I expect to get a few more years to live.
Okay. So what's he
I
going to
suppose you'd do anything to get.
Was he going to go to Mexico or something? Have to steal? Why do you have to kidnap her to go to? Just go to Mexico, man. It's not a big deal. People do it all the time. You just go to
I don't
Mexico.
want to see you hurt.
Well, Canada. It's basically just like America Light.
Besides, I haven't got time.
I hate you.
Just hate me all the way to Mexico.
No, he is going to Mexico. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. That's where everybody goes. You got to go to Mexico. Why don't you go to Canada? Go to Canada. It's way cooler. Literally and figuratively. But at least I'm definitely on her side now. I do hate that guy. I don't like him. He's a bad egg. Oh yeah, that's not suspicious at all. Oh, there's a cut. Whoops. Let me turn around. Yeah, right.
Got a road map?
And the cop's not even coming. He's like, well, I guess he must have forgot something at his house.
Turn on the dash light.
I know he ain't looking at his cell phone.
Now what do you think you're doing?
That trucker talked. They'll be looking for me in this car.
Okay.
You hope he's dead.
What?
So he can't describe the car.
Sure, Connie, sure.
I still don't know how he killed that guy. He just punched him to death? Was that guy just so annoying as a person that just one punch would kill him? Oh, there we go. Oh, the cop had to get out and get on his motorcycle? Is that what it was? Maybe the car ran out of gas and he had to get on his little scooter to go get him? I don't understand. The policing in this movie, I gotta say, is not by the book, by any stretch of the imagination. Well, I don't know. They probably had a different book back then. The police officer was like, well, that's one of them fancy cars there. I'm gonna need to pull out the old scooter for this one. That's why he didn't go like at first. He had to go into the back of the trunk and grab the scooter. Oh, there's some windy roads. Better get the scooter. Oh, I thought it was a scooter. That's like a motorcycle. That's a respectable motorcycle. Stop it. Stop the car. I bet he won't stop the car. Can you imagine if he stopped the car and then he gets arrested, the credits? I wouldn't be that mad, to be honest with you, if that happened. As long as they didn't cut back to like the fat guy waking up and being like, give me some pineapple juice.
In a rush, aren't you, folks? Just wanted to tell you your tail light's out.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
You know, for a while there, I thought you were running away from me.
Oh, my goodness
All this
gracious.
speed, you ought to save it for the racetrack, see? Take it easy along here.
This is the most ridiculous policing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Not at the moment.
Hey, I know you was going 100 miles an hour, running away from me. But hey, your tail light's out. I just want to tell you your tail light's out. Well, have a good day. I'm an idiot. But look at that. He immediately replaces his tail light. That's pretty handy. That's a handy skill to have just have an extra tail light in your pocket. You should just swap it out in case it goes bad. But I guess if you kidnap people and run to Mexico, you got to be prepared. You can't just go in all willy-nilly.
I recognize you back there.
Maybe he's not one of my fans. Start looking.
Oh, good. Oh, I don't like
The
this guy.
ignition key, what did you think? The diamonds?
What, he threw the key? What? I missed something. I was jibber-jabbering
See anything?
about the horrible policing in this movie.
I'm not looking.
Got any matches?
You go, girl. Throw them matches.
Well, then don't.
Punch him. Punch him.
Car and let me alone.
Yes.
We'll never pick on someone like you.
Punch him. Come on. Kick him in the no-no spot. Come on, do it. Ah, you had your chance. You gotta stop punching.
With my luck, you're probably right. Connie, you dare, huh?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to make this thing start.
Without a key?
It wasn't my idea, you know.
Well, I missed the whole thing about the key. I don't know what happened to the key.
Did you get it? Tie your
I guess she just threw the key. I was just amazed at how dumb that policeman was that I missed all of it. They could have said, you know, anything, and I would have missed it.
You ride off on a broom?
So now he's going to be a cool guy in the hot water car that he's driving.
Did you know coyotes were afraid of humans?
You start all your cars this way?
Only the ones I steal. What's that?
An extra key.
There. Got him. Oh, I like her. She's cool. Oh, I had the key the whole time, you big fat jerk. Oh, there he is, the fat guy. Hey, it's a fat guy again. I don't think we're getting much out of him. Sergeant, he's pretty fat, and he's not moving very much. Well, let's get him real close to his face and see what he says.
Why don't you try telling him what you think happened? He may respond to that.
Look at how that fat guy's mustache just lays on his top lip like that. Look at that.
Do you know what kind of car they were driving?
Like a little caterpillar taking a nap. Uh-oh. He's moving his fat eyes.
Do you know the man who hit you? Couldn't it have been Frank Webster? He's trying to speak.
Well, is this that movie where the guy goes, Rosebud?
Nurse, call me if anything.
Maybe that guy was Rosebud.
These concussions are pretty tricky things, Sergeant.
There's a what kind of hospital is this? All right, back to the kidnapping. So the fat guy's still alive. We figured that out. The girl has a lot of keys. We know that. That guy likes to make a lot of U-turns. Now he's driving down some old dirt road. I would be like, you better not take my fancy car down that dirt, rocky road. You are washing it, sir. And then you've got no windshield or nothing. One of them rocks come at you, whammos. It'd be game over. I'm glad they showed the entirety of his three-point parking there. That really helps. You know, people pass the driver's test and stuff. It's like, hey, just watch Fast and Furious, and you'll know how to do the three-point turnaround, because it shows it 100 times.
I said I was sorry.
You're about the sorriest creature I've ever known.
Oh, there we go. Finally, finally, yes. Oh my God.
Please leave me alone.
I intend to.
Oof. Not exactly what I was expecting. I thought mostly the cause was going to be Fast and Furious.
You have to sleep like this.
I didn't know them smooches was going to come in Fast and Furious like that. That was unexpected.
Please untie me.
I'd like to have you close.
Ooh.
Don't worry, I've known things to go along like this for years. And then
Ooh, I
get
don't
worse.
like this guy. Quit yanking on her. What are you trying to do? What, are they going to sleep? They just napping in the car? He's just going to strangle her to sleep like that? Oh, look at these two buffoons. I have no faith in the police force in this movie.
Well, it could have been Webster.
But I thought you said it was some fancy kind of car.
Oh, he could have changed cars.
They could have said, "Ba-ba-doo-ba-doo." What the? I didn't see nothing. It's just that tail light was out. Scoop-a-doop-a-doop. Idiots. Making all of us look bad. Over there, you got one. This is the old-timey times. You know, there was only like one criminal at a time. So they're all after this
5
guy.
years old. Me, not the snake. Snake died.
It figures.
Man, she should have hung on to that other key. And then he was taking off taking a leak or whatever. Just zoomed away. Oh, she had her hands tied. But oh, seriously, come on. What is that, like a belt? No.
All the comforts of home.
You could have took that off.
Go wash your face.
This guy is a jerk. I really, really hope this guy, maybe that big truck that we saw crashing at the very beginning, I hope that's his truck later on. Maybe that was like foreshadowing.
Reported at large. In a wild race through the Coachella Valley, Webster forced another truck into the ditch. The truck overturned and killed the driver.
Oh, now they're talking about the truck.
But escaped from jail. Now, a general alarm is out for this dangerous criminal, and police through the southern half of the state are combing the area all the way to the border. It is reported Webster is accompanied by a young woman, but nothing is known of her.
Nothing is known of her because she's just some broad. Who cares? Who cares?
Not at all like you.
Everybody in this movie is terrible except her.
Hey, you stop more than you ride.
And she's an
Wherever
idiot.
they were, they must have gone on through to the highway.
Well, maybe. Doesn't hurt to keep trying, though. I wish I'd taken a better look at them last night.
Oh, let's take a break. Once over, this road's enough for me.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, let's take a break. We drove down the road once. Oh, boy. I am tired of driving my motorcycle up on the road. Time to take a break. You know what? This movie's making me furious.
Come on.
I'd never be fast, but I'm getting a little furious. Look at that. Oh, better push start the car. What are they doing? You're just gonna scoot the car a little ways? Don't worry about the police, they're idiots. You could crank up the car if that's what you're afraid of making noise. They'll probably be like, hey, it's those people from last night. Man, if they wasn't so far away, I'd probably go do something about it, but I'm a lazy, dumb idiot. Yeah, they're right there. They're not gonna do anything. What are they gonna do? Look at them. What are they holding hands? What are they doing? Just sitting under a tree? Awful police. I can't wait till The Rock shows up and saves the girl. I hope it's soon. Look how she's just bored. She's being kidnapped. And she's not even worried about it. She's just like, ah.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. I'm bored. Hey, kidnapper, how about a sandwich or something?
I'm still hungry.
So am I.
So am I. Yeah, okay, well, good. Now, fellas, be sure when you make the movie to include the part where they both say they're hungry and then do nothing about it. Be sure, because that's what the audiences love. Oh, what's this? Some mobster cars? Or just the popos? Maybe these guys won't be idiots. Or are those the same idiots?
They sure get up early.
You know, for some reason, I'm going to miss you.
Thanks.
Man, I tell you, she has got some Stockholm syndrome real quick.
I don't
Racers, maybe? Headed for the race?
suppose.
Mexico, huh?
They'll recognize you.
Not if you're a good girl. And if you are, when this is all over, you'll still be alive.
Oh, goodness gracious, that guy.
You'll never get away with it.
Maybe not. But I'm gonna try. Viva Mexico.
Yeah, whatever, go to Mexico. See, we don't know anything about her life before this whole thing started. She just went to go get lunch. What was she doing? I'm sure she had places to go, things to do. She was stopping by to get some lunch. Well, now she's kidnapped and had to sleep with some weirdo choking her all night.
Remember what I told you? Don't try anything.
What is she gonna try? Oh, they haven't made it to the thing yet. Oh, okay, I thought that was them driving away. All these old cars look the same.
Yeah. Where are you going? Mexico.
Is this your wife, Mr.
Myers. Bill Myers.
Isn't that his name? Or did he make up a name? I forget the name that he was actually supposed to be using. But he probably could just tell him his real name. Yeah, I'm that guy that everybody's looking for. You remember the guy I did some murdering or whatever?
and his wife are going to Mexico.
And they'd be like,
Where do they start
well,
from?
you got both tail lights. Go on.
How do they get there? Mr. Myers? Are you going to ride with me in the International tomorrow?
You're so right.
Oh.
And now the fat guy update.
Tell the sergeant he's coming around.
He's coming around. Fat guy's coming around, ladies and gentlemen. And he's going to tell them. He's going to say, it was the leather jacket guy.
Try to understand. A man and a woman were in the cafe. A man attacked you.
I remember.
You know what they were driving. Can you remember?
It was Rosebud.
Yes, go on.
It's unconscious.
Jag. Suppose he means by that.
Think the waitress could shed any light on it?
No, she couldn't. Jag. Jaguar. Jaguar is a racing car.
A Jaguar is a car.
It was a jalopy.
It must be a Jaguar
At
jalopy.
this point, we got to try anything. By tomorrow, most of those cars will be at the International, fenced into a 5-acre park.
Luckily, I heard all those cars he was just talking about will be in one place tomorrow. Well, let's go to bed. Another good shot of them just... So what's going on here? They're just driving? Police said, okay, goodbye. Have a good day. Is that a thing that they would do? They would just be like, can I have your ID? Yeah, here you go. What's your name? Where you going? Mexico. Hey, can I go too?
Well,
And they just follows you
now that we're in
around
the
for a few
park,
miles?
we could stop and have lunch. Or is that impossible?
It is.
Maybe you'd rather register for the race.
Or is that impossible, too?
Register?
Register? Register?
Give me a break.
No one's ever said that to me before.
You drive
How
these
dare
long
you?
roads, leave injured men unconscious?
Leave a man unconscious?
All right, don't give me a break. Just remember, I've got a gun and I know how to use it.
Checkpoint number 1. Checkpoint number 1. Number 54, J.L. Clancy, approaching fast.
I've got a gun and I know how to use it. What if he didn't? What if he was like, I've got a gun and you're going to be in trouble when I learn how to use it?
Let Clancy pass. Okay, Clancy. Oh, hi, folks. Going to register?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Register?
Write the name of the driver.
What's that word
there.
again?
Okay, Clancy. You've qualified. Number 54, Clancy. You've qualified. Come on in.
Congratulations, yay! See, I'd rather watch that
Miss,
movie.
Constance Adair driving?
Yes.
Yes, I'm
Well,
right.
I guess you hadn't heard. They had a meeting last night. This course is too dangerous. All lady drivers are banned.
It's too
I'm sorry,
dangerous
but
for
that's
the
what they
lady
decided.
drivers.
I'll drive.
Oh, you're a racer too.
Oh, I did not.
What name?
This is ridiculous.
Bill Myers.
Oh, we had a meeting last night. It's too dangerous for the ladies.
Identification?
Only manly men can drive this track because it's too dangerous. Why we built a dangerous track, I have no idea. But we did. And we all had a meeting and we
Okay,
said,
that does
no girls allowed.
This is a map of the course, Mr. Myers. Now, first,
I thought he was going to
qualifying
Mexico and he wound up
today
like in
is the
Iraq or
first 2
something like
miles of
that.
tomorrow's
They won't let
race.
the women folk drive.
That keeps the trials entirely within the park. And we allow one run to get familiar with the course.
Get familiar with the course.
Nice going,
Which is too
Clancy.
dangerous for a woman.
Well, now after you've made this practice run, double back over this road and make a running start for your qualifying run. That'll be checked by an electric timer.
Ooh, electric time?
Now,
That
just
sounds
remember,
fancy.
this race is over the old road, through the mountains, along the coast into Mexico. It's a dangerous course. People can get killed.
Well, now,
Well, Mrs.
that
Adair
guy's
can ride with
talented.
me,
He's
can't
like a
she?
ventriloquist.
Well, for the trials if she wants, but not tomorrow. You know, we've always had nothing but drivers in this race. Are you ready now?
As ready as we'll ever be.
Well, here are your numbers. 55. Stick them on before the test. Well, I'll be watching you and Well, what's the matter, young lady? Are you hungry?
Well, yes, I am.
Well,
What's
would
the
you like a
matter, young
sandwich?
lady?
Thanks, never
Are you
mind.
hungry?
She's always
You want a
hungry.
treat? Does the little lady want a treat? You can't
Notice all
drive, but I'll give you a
Notice
treat.
all checkpoints. Number 55, Bill Myers, is about to start. Clear all portions
Bill
of the
Myers,
course.
the
Clear
criminal
all
that everyone
portions
is
of the
looking
course.
for, is about to
Right,
start the... Please clear the raceway. The murderer
Connie.
is about to race. We don't want anyone
Hey,
hurt,
Brad.
especially
Connie,
those
what's the
lady
matter?
folks.
They had a meeting last night. Won't allow any women drivers.
Oh, poor little Connie. And some of them are the fastest drivers in the business.
And the best.
That's what I meant.
That's what I meant.
You're going to take over?
See, that guy's okay.
Oh, we better get started
Oh,
with the
that,
trial.
except
I
he's
never
like,
saw this car before. Is
oh,
it
that's a
fully
shame.
modified?
Huh?
Oh,
You're
well.
pretty new at this. Done much racing? A little. Think more than that. You're going to be the best drivers in the country in this one.
That's what I hear.
Toughest road I've ever been on. I've been over them all.
Good for you.
Ooh, good for you. Yeah,
Connie,
really.
why don't you just pull out as long as you can't drive? I said, Connie, why don't you just pull out as long as you can't drive? It might be easier than taking a chance with the car.
I think I can manage it.
Apparently.
Can't you see I'm kidnapping this dame?
Race with me this afternoon?
I can't leave her
Or are
with
you
Juice.
busy with your driver?
I gotta take her to Mexico for some reason.
What are you, her keeper?
Sure thing. Thanks.
You forgot your numbers.
All right, checkpoint due. Straighten that line of bales near the edge. Pull the truck off the course till Myers goes by.
All right, now we're gonna see some...
Where'd you get the Bill Myers?
From a drunk of that name. It was a small jail. You might say we traded.
Oh, okay, so that's not his
Nice
name. All
boyfriend
right,
you
that's
got
good. He's a jerk, so I don't care what his name is really anyway,
One
so
of your
that's
crowd,
fine.
I suppose.
We'll just move on.
Now, if he didn't have money, he wouldn't last 5 minutes.
You might even become a criminal, like you.
If he
Oh,
got lucky.
gotcha. Criminal. Big fat criminal.
Here,
What's she doing?
put this on. You may as well
Where'd
look
she
the
get
part.
that from? I thought she was taking off her brassiere. And she pulls out a helmet. And then now she's got one of them visors like
hay
it.
bales
What is
on the
that?
track to protect you during the race.
Keeps the bugs out of her eyes, I guess.
Course, huh?
A must-have for any lady.
Especially for hay
Keeps the
trucks.
bugs out of your pretty lady eyelashes when you're in a car that you're not allowed to be in.
Put it in the lower gear at all sharp turns. Don't lose RPMs.
You like this?
Now step on the gas after it hits the curb.
It doesn't even know how to drive.
Ever driven a sports car before?
No, but I've driven everything from hot rods to tanks.
If you gear down first, you don't have to nurse the motor back once you shift into high. Seconds count.
There's actually a lot of good information in this movie
When
about
you drive,
about
you didn't
driving
run that truck off
techniques,
the road by accident.
I thought you
how to
already
drive a
decided
stick, how to
that.
do a three-point
Would
turn.
you like to win the race?
I always
I didn't
like
realize
to
that
win.
this would be as educational as it is.
I don't think I can make it.
I don't think you will.
Thanks.
What?
I said thanks.
You're welcome.
Well, all right. Well, they're just the best of friends now. I don't know how I feel about that. They're just palling around like old college buddies.
Okay, Myers, you can double back to your qualifying run now. This is going to be a crowded one, eh? Yeah.
Here comes the teleporting man.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Officer Faraday of the State Police. Wonder if I could check over your list of entrants.
Why, yeah, sure, but why?
We're looking for someone who might be hiding out in the park. We think he's driving a Jaguar.
Well, that's a new one.
It sure is.
Well, I'll do anything I can to
A
cooperate.
criminal driving a Jaguar?
Identifications of the
I've
entrants.
never heard of
Oh,
such a
yes,
thing in
across
all
the
my
border,
days
you
of
know.
sitting in this
We don't
chair.
expect to see him in the race, but we have to take every precaution.
Well, go right ahead, officer.
Let me look
Okay,
through this
Myers,
list of
this is your
names.
qualifying. Better go.
I sure hope he's not using a fake name. I'll never be able to crack that code. Zoom! Now I'm still torn on this because it looks like regular roads, but surely it's closed.
Cross the course. Post 12, that truck. Post 12. that
Okay, it's a
truck.
course. Oh, but there's a truck. Watch out!
All right, you guys with trucks, that was close. But now maybe you know what I've been talking about. Nice driving, Myers.
You and
That's
truck
why we
just
don't allow
seem to
no
get
women
along.
folks.
You can say that again. How are we doing?
Don't lose speed.
I won't.
Sponsored by Benrus Watches. When you need to know what time it is, look at a Benrus.
Looks like the little lady sure approves of her driver there. Okay, 55. Myers, 55.
They are all palsy-wowsy for somebody that's kidnapping somebody.
So far, that will put you second to last in the starting line.
Second to last.
I sure get the breaks.
I feel almost as sorry for you as you do.
You're a real fighter, aren't you?
And you're a criminal wanted for murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you can add kidnapping. We're
Yep.
getting out of this little playground.
Did you find anything to help you out?
No, thanks. I'll just hang around and keep my eyes open.
Nope, I didn't see the name I was looking for. Couldn't be any of these guys. The letters are different. I learned that at police school. That somebody's name always has the same letters.
Can't be a roadblock.
Oh, but it is.
Looks like a
I think I
roadblock.
was Dillinger.
Does all this attention make you feel important?
Not very. You didn't get word to them.
I wish I had.
I'll bet you do. You're lovely all the way. Hi.
Oh, now she's all batting them eyelashes and stuff at him. They're both
What's
crazy.
going on down there?
Hey, it's Fidel
Looking for
Castro.
a guy that they think's here in the park.
Think this should be a crazy place to hide?
Well, you never know what they're going to pull next. They figure he's going to be driving a Jaguar.
A Jaguar?
What makes them think that?
Some fella broke out of jail with a murder rap. They don't expect him to be racing, but for that kind of a car, he'd hang around here until the heat's off.
I doubt it.
No, that sounds like a terrible plan. Who would do something like that? Certainly not me, a regular non-criminal Jaguar driver.
Looking for him to have a young woman with him.
Oh, a young woman, you say? Oh, well.
We better go.
This one is old. Oh, this is an old woman. An old woman.
Good luck on the race.
Not me, no sir. It's just regular non-criminal with an old woman. Oh, that was close. Good thing I fooled him with my silver tongue. Everybody in this movie's an idiot. He stopped at the fence.
Oh, let's take a break.
Why here?
Nobody ever comes here. There's an old house up the road. It's been abandoned for years.
How come she knows all the old abandoned houses around? Now, that's another rule of filmmaking there. If somebody goes through a gate, you have to, by law, show them also closing that gate. What is that? It says entrance by permission only. I don't think they have permission. So now they both break the law. She broke the law that time. She opened the gate. Unless she has permission. How do you get permission from an old abandoned house? Let's watch.
Thanks, again.
I discovered this place when I first started coming down to the races. I've sort of considered it mine ever since. But you come into my
You
apartment?
can't just find the house and then be like, hey, look what I discovered. What are you, Christopher Columbus? Coming over? The whole bunch of people living there already. You're like, hey,
Tired. So are you.
I think this is mine.
Besides, you said something
Look
about
what I
an
just
explanation.
discovered.
I'd like to hear it.
On the level?
Well, at the moment, the only thing I have against you is I never got that egg salad sandwich.
Egg salad sandwich.
Oh, it's the starters.
That's what she remembers out of this whole ordeal? The whole thing, that's what she holds against him is the egg salad sandwich? Hey, you remember that time I pointed a gun at you
Later.
and choked you to sleep? Well, that was fine. But if you would have given me a bite of that sandwich. Now they're having a nice picnic. A day ago, he's pointing the gun at her, kidnapping her and taking her to Mexico. She must not have a lot going on.
Couldn't be better.
You know, I've never seen anyone else here.
Good spot.
No cops, no robbers.
Well, she is just like some sort of extreme Pollyanna. It's just like, this is fine. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, you want to kidnap me and go to Mexico? Okay, well, you know, wouldn't do anything else today. That's fine. You know, I'm easygoing. I go with the flow. And, you know, somebody says, hey, look at this gun. Let's go to Mexico. You know, I'm just, hey, let's do it. Why not?
Honey, look, you're a smart girl. You know a lot about Jaguars, but don't tell me about a fix in a small town when it's mad or a card game when you haven't got any cards.
A
Frank, the whole
Jaguar.
world isn't against you. You'll get an even
Jaguar.
break if you give it a chance.
Sure, give it a chance.
Blah, blah, blah. Now he's going to go
Listen, Connie, all my life I've been trying to get by
look
on my own
all
because that's the way I
pensive by a
figured.
tree.
After the Army, well, I saved some money, so I bought myself a truck. Not 2 trucks or a fleet. No partners, just me. Turned out I was bothering somebody. Guy who owned a lot of trucks. He tried everything. Undercut me, everything. But I figured I had my rights, so
What
I
is he
stuck.
jabbering on about? He said, I
one of
was
his
in
drivers
the
tried to
Army
run
and
me
then I
off the
bought a
road.
truck. I
All
didn't
I was
buy
trying
2
to do was
trucks.
keep from getting
I only
killed.
bought the 1 truck.
And
And
his
there was
truck
some
was
other
on the
guy
side.
and he had a truck. And
How come
he's
they
like,
treated
hey,
him
look
like-
at your truck. And I was like, hey, don't keep your hands off my
2
truck.
minutes
That's my
later, one
truck.
of
I
his
bought it
other
with
drivers
Mom
was
and
there
one.
yelling
You
his head
look
off
at your
about how I
trucks.
drove
And he
his
said,
buddy
hey, how
over
come you
the
didn't buy
road. He
2
didn't even
trucks?
seem to care
I said,
much
oh,
that
I
he
only
was
bought
dead.
the 1 truck. He's like, hey, what's the matter? You can't afford 2 trucks.
No jury
And
in
ever
the world
since then, I've been a criminal.
If I got to a jury. Those truckers were coming to get me. They weren't waiting for a trial. I had to break out of jail.
That gang of hoodlums probably slept it off the next morning. If you go back now, they won't have anything to do with it.
They've got everything to do with it.
But you can't prove you're innocent running away.
I can't prove it dead.
Look, I'll tell them what happened at the cafe.
Oh,
Look
he's
at
saying he
all-
didn't do it.
You-
But
you
earlier he
can't
said he
believe
did. She was like, you're a murderer. And he was like, yep, and the kidnapper.
someone.
And now he's telling some sob story about like how I was framed by some guy with his truck.
How do?
I don't believe that
Good
guy.
afternoon.
Whoa, look at that mustache.
Yeah?
That's
You
what
ain't
I'm
supposed
talking
to be
about.
here, you know.
Look, where's the movie about that guy?
No, I didn't know.
Weird, dirty guy with a shovel.
Sure would like to see them. Boy, that's a good-looking car.
Oh, boy.
Luckily, I came by. You know, after sunset, the cops patrol the park. And they arrest you and pinch you.
Cops would come here?
Yeah, looking for the kids, you know. Kind of a lover's lane. Well, good evening.
Well, goodbye. I've said the things that are important to the plot, and now me and my shovel will leave. I got other places that need shoveling. Can't stand around this tree and talk plot with you guys all day. Come on, shovel. Let's go. Follow that guy with his mustache. I want to see his routine. Like, what kind of oils and creams and stuff to use on that thing? Do you see it was pointy? It was even? Who cuts that mustache? Oh, please do not show them opening and closing the gate again, please. Oh, my goodness, they're doing it. Why do we need to see them open the gate? At least she did both things at once. Oh, now she's running. Run, 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 run away. Run faster away. Oh, my goodness gracious. That was barely an escape.
Let go of my arm.
I'll break it for you if you try any more tricks.
Try any more tricks. Tricks. She just ran away. It's not a trick. She didn't pull a rabbit out of a hat. She just started running down through the woods. Pulling a trick. Why'd she try to run now? They were just under the tree, laughing and talking about his time in the army and his trucks or whatever they was talking about.
Hey! Favor!
Sit down.
And then now she's all of a sudden, what is her deal?
Connie!
When she thought that he was a murderer, she was like in love with the guy. And then
To my boyfriend, you know.
he gives her lunch and says, I'm actually innocent. And now she's running away for the first time.
I'm serious, Connie. Don't try anything.
Hi there.
Hi.
Well, where have you two been hiding out? Say, this isn't a big romance, is it?
Oh, of course
Oh,
not.
goodness gracious. This guy.
What time does the antique race start?
We ought to make it just about now. Connie, I'll let you ride with me.
No, thanks. We'll meet you there.
Okay, don't run away again.
They run into buffoon after buffoon after buffoon. And everybody's lined up to see the big race.
And in this opening race, we have everything but the Stanley Steamer. Oh, I take it all
Everything
back.
but the Stanley Steamer.
Here is the Stanley Steamer,
Oh,
ready
this
to
is
defend
Stanley
its honor
Steamer.
against the Model T.
I didn't know that the Stanley Steamer was going to show up.
Here comes Dennis Maxwell. Well, folks, you can see for yourselves the race is about to begin.
That guy thinks cars are hilarious. Look at them old jalopies.
Not everybody can get to the Marshall stand.
Looks like everybody has.
Tell me, where have you two been all afternoon?
Oh, we just picked up a bite of lunch.
When you gonna get your pit check?
Your what?
Huh?
I said, when are you going to get your pit check?
You made your point. Why don't you tell him?
Isn't it exciting? Oh, we're going to get checked over and gassed up in the morning.
Say, Mr. Myers, how'd you and Connie ever meet
I
each
still
other?
know what a pip check is.
Oh, look.
And now we have the announcement of the winner in this, the last race. Mr. A.J. Jones driving his Maxwell.
Everybody clap for A.J. Jones driving his Maxwell.
How about something to eat?
Fine.
Would you like to join us, Mr. Myers?
Yeah, thanks.
That guy's like,
The winning car.
in a few scenes, I'm going to think something's going on.
The grand prize winner in the $10,000 and over class, a Rolls-Royce convertible owned by Mr. Jack Milner of Beverly Hills, is at the head of the line.
Racing is weird. I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. Like, I've seen the NASCARs on the
You
TV,
should see this.
but this ain't nothing
Sure,
like
it'll be an
that.
education.
What do they do? There's hay bales all over
He'll
the
be
place.
so interested.
May we see your car, sir?
Certainly me.
Thank you. Now, this is one of the few convertible Rolls Royces ever made. Exactly like the one owned by the King of Denmark.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Say, Connie, the way you stowed away those hot dogs, I thought you said you just had lunch.
It's the fresh air. The peace and quiet of the country.
Peace and quiet. They're keeping it undercover, but a friend of mine told me they're looking for a murderer.
A murderer? What? This is the first time hearing about this.
I think this would be a nice place to hide out.
They don't actually know he's guilty, do they?
He's guilty. Say, where'd you say you were from?
Wait a minute. Hey, wasn't you talking about murdering somebody?
Say, do you know Elmo Redding up there?
No, I don't.
That's funny. Thought everybody knew Elmo. Owns half the town.
Elmo?
No, I don't remember him.
Everybody knows
how'd you
Elmo.
and Connie ever get
They're super
together?
tickly. You
I
know that
needed
guy.
a driver. I heard they might ban women drivers, so I asked Bill to drive for me.
Thought you said you hadn't driven much.
But he has. He's driven lots.
He's driven.
You don't look like a sports car man.
All over the place. With the wheels and the pedals and the whole thing. He's a racer, right? All right. Yes, indeed.
Money doesn't make a good
Definitely
driver.
not a murderer.
Well, I didn't say it did, Connie. All I said was that Bill didn't look like a sports car man. Looks more like a truck driver to me.
Oh, he's talking about his trucks. Oh, don't talk about his trucks.
Come on, Bill, let's get him to the pit.
That guy almost got
Say,
punched.
Connie,
Talk
never
about
thought
his
I'd see
trucks
you with
like
that type.
Don't ever see me with your type either.
Jeez Louise.
Mrs. John Howell, your small son Peter is at the announcer's booth.
Your small son Peter?
But you are. If anyone has a set of extra spark plugs for a Ferrari, please check
This is where we get checked over.
80. Hi, Miss Adair. How are you?
Are they going to race or are they not going to race? They just keep
Can't
going
complain.
places.
How's the car feeling?
Oh, it's fine, too.
And
Would you check it over for me?
I haven't seen any races yet. They did like a parade.
I guess you're not driving in the race.
The guy was jibber jabbering
Bill
about
Myers,
what's
he's
his name, and it's Maxwell, and
Sure is a
laughing
hot one, Mr.
at the
Myers.
stainless steamers. And then
sure
they
is.
just went and ate hot dogs.
Can I leave it here tonight and get
And
it
then they
first thing
stood
in
at
the
a
morning?
place and talked for a while.
I'll have it ready for you first
And
thing
then
in
they
the
drove
morning.
over here. Now they're
Thanks,
talking
Eddie.
again. What kind of race is this? This don't make no sense. And now they're walking.
Hey, Sally. Hi, Connie. How are you?
Well, that's what are the odds of that?
Where's your wheels? Oh, we left that car in the pit. Hi, you been buzzing any hay trucks lately?
No.
That was the most. Oh, Sally Phillips, this is Bill Myers. Glad to know you. Come on, we're going to a party. Whose? Mine.
What for?
For fun.
I mean, what's the occasion?
Oh, all of us lady drivers who aren't allowed to drive are going to celebrate breaking training. Now, you know you've never been in training. Doesn't mean I
Celebrate the
can't
what?
break it. Come on. Say, where you two staying tonight? Or, should I ask?
We're looking.
Women aren't allowed to
If
drive
I find
the
anything
thing.
around here. This town's packed.
Too
You wanna stay with
dangerous
us?
for the women's.
Oh, we don't want to intrude on your folks.
Well, what
won't
if she
be
just
any
sits in the
trouble.
passenger seat and
We'll
I
have a
also
ball.
crowd into this
Give 'em a
very
friend
tiny
at
car? Well, that's fine.
No.
Believe
That's
me,
not
he has-
dangerous.
Well, it won't be any intrusion. My folks are going to be up all night anyway. How come? Well, my dad's a deputy, and they're looking for a man. Oh.
Oh, a murderer?
And who isn't? But they'll be out beating the bushes and coming back for coffee.
Who isn't
and out
looking for a
and
man?
coming
Oh,
back
my
for
goodness
sandwiches.
gracious.
Well, let's go.
You know, I just remembered.
The
We do
60th
have a
can't
place
come fast
today.
enough.
Oh, well, you can come for a drink, can't you?
No, I'm afraid not. It'll make us late.
Well, if you're in such a rush, I'll give you a lift.
No, it'll make us late. Thanks.
No,
I
no,
can't
that's
understand
all
why you
right.
haven't got a friend. Think it's
We gotta
worth it,
walk
Connie, to
somewhere
find a guy
else
that can
now.
drive?
Well, nice to have met you, miss.
Likewise, I'm sure. Say, if you don't want to go to the party, would you like to join the manhunt?
No, thanks.
I didn't think so.
Oh, she knows. Betty Page knows. She can smell a murderer.
Where are we going, Frank?
Park's getting hot.
Would you rather give up than get caught?
No. Come on. Me and that car together are just too hot for this park till we're on our way to Mexico.
Well, where are we going now?
For a walk. It takes all night.
You going to walk to Mexico now?
Oh, Frank, what on earth are you trying to prove?
That it's harder to hit a moving target.
Well, you keep moving.
I feel safer with you.
You don't even trust me, do you?
Any reason why I
Oh,
should?
the music's getting
Oh,
tense.
no, of course not.
The camera guy's getting confused. He didn't know what to show him in the bushes.
we just stop on the side of the road?
No.
No.
What's wrong with that?
We're taking a walk. I'm gonna take you by the hand and we're gonna walk down the street until we hit Mexico.
Exercise is good for your figure.
There's nothing wrong with my figure.
I've noticed.
I've
I'm not going any
noticed.
farther.
Good thing you didn't drink that pineapple juice. Too much sugar for broads. Now they're hiding. Oh, police car. Police car.
Everybody's on your side.
Oh. Oh. I like it here.
What?
I thought you would. Come on.
Both of these people are crazy. Just leave me to lie in the ditch. I like it here, she says.
Oh, Frank.
Kind of garbage is
As
that?
I am.
Don't tell me you like it here, too.
Oh, she's supposed to sit down somewhere. Oh, okay. Look, I see you like an abandoned house or something like that. I'm not real sure because we can't afford to light it very well.
I just want to carry over the threshold.
Well, they're married now legally in some countries.
May not be much, but we call it home.
How did you know about it?
Criminal mind, always checking hideouts.
He's got that like Spider-Man got spider sense, and the criminals got criminal sense. They're like, there's a hideout over there. Better pick up this lady and carry her over there or whatever. Hide out for a
I'd rather
while.
walk.
Don't go away.
Oh, Frank, you're not still afraid I'll run away.
We kid around a little, Connie, but this is life and death, mine. So we'll play it real safe.
All I want you to do is give yourself up and face the charges.
And I want you to mind your own business.
Well, mind your own business.
Okay.
You can't kidnap somebody,
For all I care, you
force them
go
to follow you
Africa.
around, and then say, mind your own business.
there.
What kind of garbage is that?
Why should I?
Mind your own
Try to get
Don't
business.
cry.
I'm not.
Now he's gonna kiss her again. This guy. Will the police please come and get this guy? I would, if I could reach to the screen,
I love you.
I would give him such a now there in love. Oh my goodness, he's. Yeah, Fast and Furious ain't talking about the cars. Talking about two crazy people. Oh, he's asleep. Oh, too late. Should have ran away.
Good morning.
Now they're smooching again. This doesn't make any sense. Running away, slappings, smoochings,
Great day for the race.
jibber-jabberings,
You're beautiful in the morning.
not racing.
I'll miss you.
You won't have the opportunity.
Meet me in Mexico?
If you go to Mexico, you'll give up the only chance you've got.
That's not the way I see it.
Well, believe me, you see it wrong. If you'll give me a chance, I'll prove it.
Send me a postcard.
Don't you want me?
Oh my goodness gracious, girl.
You're the most beautiful thing I've ever known. But I can't afford to stay.
Oh, but you're innocent.
It isn't what you are that counts.
It is.
There's his jacket again. Where's he been hiding that this whole
Someday
time?
what you really are is going to catch
He just
up.
pulls it out of
You're worth
nowhere.
fighting for. I just hope it isn't too late.
Thanks for everything.
Thanks for everything. Goodbye. His plan is all over the place.
I'll tell them where you are.
Oh, Frank!
Oh, come on. It's what little,
I'm sorry.
look how rickety that shack is. You could just poke any of those boards and they'll fall out. Look, oh my goodness gracious. I've never seen anybody fake try to push a door so weakly in my entire life. It's like I'll never get out. I guess I'll just give up and live in this shack forever. This impenetrable Fort Knox of a shack.
Hi, Eddie. Oh, good morning, Mr. Myers. How is she? Great little car. She's in top shape.
Okay. Oh. Come on, look at that shack. It's made of popsicle sticks.
Help!
Just get to kicking.
Somebody come let me out!
Your attention, please.
Nobody's around, I guess.
All cars.
Well, nobody cares. Are they finally going to race now? Yes, there's a starting line. Yeah, okay, finally. Are we going to get to see the race?
This is the feature race, the International, a 98-mile race into Mexico. The track is closed.
Okay, good. They answered that question. The track is closed.
Sure has a lot of faith in you.
Seems to.
Too much, in my opinion.
So that's fine. Race away. As long as the track's closed, there's no big trucks.
I think I'll prove it. Good luck.
Well, no kids playing hopscotch or nothing like that. I ain't jibber-jabbering with that guy. Blah, blah, blah. Start the do it. Race or don't race. Turn around and look at that guy. Oh, she's still there. Oh, did you forget that she had a cabin escaping key? Oh, you're gonna burn it down. Oh my goodness gracious. Luckily there's some crumpled newspapers here. I'll set it on fire. There you go. Set it on fire. Would you set the thing on fire already? It's matches of paper. It's not that hard. Just set it on fire. Do it. How long is this going to take you? Oh, okay. Finally, we got to go. I'm glad they showed the entire process of her trying to start that fire, and then just do like a close-up of the fire for a second, and then come back to it, because that way then you know it's fake. That's real right there. She really started that fire. No CGI right there. All right, now we're racing. Let's go. Boogity boogity. Where's the Jaguar? No, weird car, weird car, weird car, weird car, weird car. Jaguar! Weird car. No, there's the Jaguar! Wait, no, I don't know. All these old cars look alike, I don't know. I'm not really much of a car guy. Look at this genius. Well, if I can't get out, I'll just set it on fire. Oh, but the plan worked. Here, watch this guy. He's probably just going to kick the door. One kick. Whammos. Open the door in a second.
Sure, but I'll explain later.
Isn't your shack on fire? Hey, don't worry about it. Take me to the race. Don't ask no questions. And if you could, slap me around a little bit, that'd be good.
Training the field after the inverted start on the two fastest qualifiers. Bill Myers at 55.
Oh, there he is, I guess.
Right, but he's being pushed by Beaver Hatfield, who's driving that very hot 17C and wants to make a real race of it.
So there was people standing around. So what do they just stand there all day, and then the cars go by them in like 2 seconds, and they're like, boy, oh boy, that was exciting. Which I guess back then there wasn't much else to do. They didn't even have VCRs or nothing. Oh, there he goes. Oh, no!
He's turning around now and coming back onto the track.
They sped up his footage. They could have sped up the gate opening montage.
Almost forcing him to stay in there. He's crowding Myers into the turn, and Myers can't make it. He's out on the escape route, but swinging around.
Hey, that looks familiar. Yep, these cars sure are going down the road. Well, the one car's in front of the other car now. Well, now the other car's in front of the other car. Now they're driving by a bunch of people. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. They're so fast and they're so furious. Do-do-do-do-do-dos. They're fast and furious. They're racing the cars. They're going around the thing, doing stuffs and racing the things. And oh no! Oh, wreck! Oh no! Whoa! There goes the budget. There goes the budget. Oh, whoa! He's crashing into those people. Why did they been? This movie could have been this the whole time. But it's just been them jibber-jabbering. Oh, he's holding the lead.
Players attaching into a challenging position for the lead.
Is that the Jaguar?
On the way to Mexico.
Well,
For further progress on this great race, the International, listen to the bulletins on your radio.
listen to the bulletins on your radio, which I guess is how you're hearing me now. I'm not sure. Driving around. Oh, not more walking. Oh, it's easy. Okay. Rescue.
All right, there's the phone, but I don't see what good it's going to do you. The race has already started.
Look at that old-timey phone. Look at that. She had to wind it up.
Listen very carefully. The driver of car 65
It's attached to like a string, and on the other side of the string, like miles away, is the little bell, and then the operator hears the bell, and then it's like, operator, and then talks into a little tube, and then you tell the operator who you want to talk to, and then the operator finds another tube, and then connects it with that person.
Well, it looks like it's
I missed what she said on the phone. Hope it wasn't important to the plot.
Connie, how are you?
I was reminiscing about how old-timey telephones work.
Why aren't you racing?
Something happened to the starter, but...
Is it all right now?
Yeah, sure, but...
Could I use your car?
Connie, it's too late to drive in the race.
I've got to get to the border. I'll use the main highway.
Say, what is this?
I'll explain it later. It's important to me, Harrison, please.
Hey, Eddie, is she ready to go now? Perfect. Connie, are you sure you're all right?
I will be. Thank you, Harrison.
Well, now it's all of a sudden it's okay? The lady can drive the car? Could you imagine? You spend all this money and all this time and stuff like fine-tuning your car, and you go all the way to California to participate in some international race, and then just right when you're about to take off, some lady comes up and is like, hey, can I have that car? And you're like, well, I don't know. But please? Well, okay. And then now she's got your car. And now you're stuck. All right, now we got some more racing. Oh, there we go. What is he, in the sky? Oh, no, okay. I thought he was flying a plane for a second, which would not surprise me, really. What was wrong with this fella? He spring a gasket or something? I don't know. I don't know much. I'm not a car guy. Flat tire, maybe. That's a problem that happens to cars. Right now he's racing the guy. So where did he learn to race all of a sudden? So the guy, she's having to teach him how to downshift, and now he's keeping up with like the world famous races. Racing. Still racing. Racing again. Uh-oh. No, that was almost something cool, but it was just driving. Where is the rock? Oh, he's taking him a little shortcut, I guess. Oh no, he's going back. What is he doing? See, that's a smart way to race right there. You let the guys go ahead of you, but see, you let them. And then right at the last second, you whammo, you pass them. And they're like, whoa, I thought I was winning. You're like, nope, I was winning the whole time. I just went backwards for a second to trick you. Classic racing technique. Whoa, he almost hit the camera. And now what? Now they're at the beach. Oh, what is this, Mexico?
The white Jag. Here he comes.
Oh, here he comes. It's the white Jag. Oh, they finally figured it out. Did they finally figure it out? Wow, he is cool in that situation. He's just cruising through the beach.
That's Frank Webster. I'll get him.
I'll get him. Well, yeah, that's what you've been doing the whole time, is trying to get that guy. Just race him. Now he's a criminal, all of a sudden you're going to be able to catch him? Yeah, right. Zoom. Zoom. Oh, he missed it. Oh, he missed that turn. Uh-oh, he's gaining on him. He's gaining on him. Oh, he's doing the swerving. He's swerving. Uh-oh, here he comes. Yeah, what are you going to do when you catch him? You going to jump out of the car, tackle him? Oh, doing some swerving. Doing some swerving. Got to keep him out of the thing. Yeah, we're swerving. Okay, I get it. Oh no, the model car! The model car, did you see that? Oh my goodness, that was the most hilarious model I've ever seen in my entire life. That was adorable. That was adorable. He hit a tree. Oh, the other guy hit a tree. Oh, he's saving his life. Oh, okay. Well, now he's going to be okay. He killed one guy, but now he's saving another guy. So it's even. So it should be fine. And she sure caught up to him pretty quick. But women are some of the best drivers, though. They said that earlier, so it must be just her superior skill. Catch up to these men.
He's all right.
Well, he's a doctor now? He's all right.
I turned you in.
The man hit a tree. He probably wasn't even wearing a seatbelt. They hadn't even invented seatbelts yet.
You're a pretty dangerous character yourself.
Oh, now, these two.
Instead of helping him.
These two. There's a guy dying right at their feet, and they're like, hey, this would be a good time for one of those, romantic moments that we like to have with each other ever since I kidnapped you with a gun the other day.
And it isn't too late.
Psychopaths.
Perhaps it's just the beginning.
Oh, now they smooch. Oh, it's the end? Well, what happens? Did they go to Mexico? What happens to that guy? What about the fat guy? The fat guy was still in the bed? Well, I think the moral of the story is everybody's an idiot. So if you're a criminal, then just keep doing what you're doing. Because everybody's an idiot and you can get away with whatever. I think that's the moral of that story. I'm not saying that's that's true, but that's sort of what I learned there. And also, if you're trapped in a house, just set it on fire. I learned that. And a good way to pick up chicks is to kidnap them with a gun and slap them around, apparently. So yeah, I thought this was going to be way different than it was. But it's okay.
All right, I'm going to stop here, and then we can